Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is René, candidate for mayor in Hawkesbury. I'd like to talk to you about the achievements of René and his council in the last 4 years. I think that it is important for us to understand that we have lost many jobs over the last 10 to 15 years. 800 plus PPG, 400 some odd employees. Amoco Fabrics also had some 400 employees, and some other smaller companies that were U.S. owned have gone back home and are not coming back. People hoped that we would get industrial jobs at the rate of 300 to 400, and that is not going to happen. So we had to take a step back and look at who we have been. What did our ancestors use our land for in the past? What limitations did it create for us today and in the future? And who are we today? And how are we using our land today? One of the key things was the preparation of a strategic plan that allowed us to verify those two components and then add the third one, which is where do we want to be, how and what do we want to be in the future. And that was put on paper in a strategic plan called Vision 2030. You can see it on the website of the town of Hawkesbury, and it has become a municipal bylaw that drives the administration and future councils on what they are going to do for development in the commercial section, in the industrial sections, and in the residential sections. So that document will be key for us in the future, and one perfect example of how it can affect us is look at the Cartier Boulevard development as we finish that development. It will be a more friendly development for walkers and bikers and for electrical chairs that have now become an everyday occurrence on our streets. So we will become more friendly with the environment. We will become more friendly with active transportation. The other thing that we've done is a cultural plan that was done over the last 4 years, and that was done because most councils cut back on culture every time things go wrong or we have an economic downturn. That is the wrong thing to do. Every dollar invested in culture brings back $4 and is key to each community that have done that in the past. It also is key because it provides a platform for our youth to express themselves. It also provides a platform for the general public to express themselves in culture. And every community that has done it in the past are healthier because they've done it. So it was key for us to look at putting that policy together. And secondly, it is a key component of getting grants from the federal government and provincial government for culture in our town. So those two documents, the strategic plan and the cultural plan, are now bylaws, municipal bylaws in Hawkesbury that drive the importance of them, and the administration and your councils in the future have to take that into account in planning. The third thing we did is invest in our streets. When I became mayor, I asked why is it that our streets are so bad and they have not been taken care of? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was told that $200,000 a year in the budget was taken out of the budget 20 years ago and never put back. So it's no wonder our streets are as they are. Immediately in the first year, I reinstated $300,000 in the budget for fixing the streets. Over the last 4 years, we've spent $10 million fixing our streets, of which $6 million I got in subsidies from the provincial government and the federal government. Otherwise, we would not have been able to fix our streets as much as we have. Fourthly, we have sold a piece of land to Hardin Management that has invested 18 to 20 million in developing the strip mall on Highway 17. That is key to our commercial development and has brought in about 20,000 people a week, 20 to 25,000 I should say, a week more shoppers in our area. That allows us to have a better commercial sector. And lastly, but not the least, we negotiated a new agreement with the police, and the Minister Mayer, which was the Minister of Security of Ontario, was instrumental in getting us that reduction and that new billing model. And I thank her and her government for helping us in reducing our cost. We've reduced our cost by $1 million over the next 5 years. That starts with $200,000 in 2015, $400,000 in 2016, and so on until the 5th year is reached, where $1 million every year will be our reduction in cost for every year thereon. So in 4 years from now, we will have $1 million less per year in cost for the police service. And that will be added to the new revenue that I will be speaking to you in the next video. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.